Our 1973 series on restaurant sanitation, which we called Not on the Menu, has spurred reforms in the industry not only in Dade County and Florida, but in the rest of the country as well. Other television cities and other stations using Not on the Menu as a model have made their communities aware, sometimes painfully, that what is behind the kitchen door cannot and should not be hidden. WTVJ turned the spotlight on restaurant sanitation beginning in March of last year, following Dade health inspectors on routine checks. What we found was often not pretty. In fact, close to 60% of the eateries routinely inspected were rated poor or worse. And what could the health department do? Virtually nothing. Due to a serious deficiency in the law, the health department at the time had no enforcement power. But because of our Not on the Menu reports, night after night, the public indignation grew. On June 5, 1973, the Metro Commission gave unanimous approval over industry objections to a new law that gave the Dade Health Department the enforcement power they needed, the authority to close down restaurants that posed health hazards to the public. 10 days later, on June 15th, the day of our final report, that law went into effect. The big questions now are, what has the health department done with that law, and what has the law meant for the eating public? Acting Food Hygiene Coordinator Charles Alexander.
Means for every person that eats out into the restaurants, they are having a much cleaner and a much safer place to eat.
What about the difference in attitude over the past years of restaurateurs?
Oh, the difference in attitude has changed tremendously, Bob. They cooperate, they want to cooperate, and there's a few hardcore people which obviously we've had to close because they do not want to cooperate, but overall we're getting good cooperation and getting a lot of respect from the restaurateurs.
The new law is no panacea, and the health department knows it, but it is one heck of an enforcement tool, and it is being used. In the year prior to Not on the Menu and the closure law, there were no restaurants closed. Since June 15, 1973, though, there have been 159 closures, including the latest one earlier today, the Sambo's at 2701 Collins Avenue on Miami Beach. All dirty restaurants are given a chance to clean up before being told to close. Most cooperate willingly, some don't. Just last month, the health department had to close the Rusty Pelican, a well-known Key Biscayne restaurant which the department says has not been cooperative. It has since reopened. The quaint Country Store restaurant at Coconut Grove Landmark was also closed last month until it cleaned up. And the Golden Nugget restaurant at 2700 West Flagler represents what the health department says now is its major problem, that of repeat violators. The West Flagler Golden Nugget has been closed down 3 times since December, correcting its violations after each closure, but slipping back into its old habits afterward. Beginning tomorrow, we will go back into the field with health inspectors each day to see how much improvement a year has brought and to see just how much is still not on the menu. Last year, the Florida Restaurant Association fought us all the way. This time, we hope the industry, too, will be with us. Jim?
Broward teachers